On a cold December morning, the city was waking up in its usual rush, car horns blaring, footsteps echoing on cracked sidewalks, the smell of coffee and exhaust mingling in the air. But for Lily, the noise was just a blur. She sat on the worn-out bench near the bus stop, clutching her old backpack like a shield against the world. Her clothes were layered but thin, her fingers red from the cold. For weeks now, she had been drifting, sleeping wherever she could, eating whatever was handed to her, and pretending not to hear the whispers of people who looked away. Life hadn't always been this way. Just a year ago, she had a job, an apartment, and dreams of becoming a nurse. But when her mother died and the medical bills swallowed everything she owned, the world slowly unraveled. The last thing she remembered from that old life was standing in front of her landlord, tears running down her cheeks as he handed her an eviction notice. Since then, she had become invisible, a shadow moving from corner to corner, unseen and unwanted. As she sat at the bus stop that morning, she wasn't waiting for a bus, she was waiting for warmth, for a moment to feel part of the world again. Her stomach grumbled softly, but she ignored it. She had learned to. People passed her by, some glancing, most pretending she didn't exist. That's when a small voice broke through the hum of the street. "Are you waiting for someone?" Lily turned and saw a little girl, no older than 7, standing a few feet away. She wore a bright pink coat, her hair tied into 2 playful pigtails, and she was holding a stuffed rabbit by its ear. Lily blinked in surprise. Kids usually hid behind their parents when they saw her. "Oh, no," Lily said softly, forcing a small smile. "Just sitting." The girl tilted her head, studying her with an honesty only children possess. "You look sad," she said simply. Lily's throat tightened. She wanted to laugh, but the truth of those words hurt too much. "Maybe a little," she admitted. "What's your name?" "Lily." "That's a flower name," the girl said proudly. "My name is Emma." She took a step closer. "You look like you need a hug." Before Lily could react, the little girl wrapped her tiny arms around her waist. The warmth of that hug startled her. It was soft, pure, and without judgment. Tears stung Lily's eyes. It had been so long since anyone had touched her without pity or fear. When Emma finally pulled back, she smiled. "You need a home," she said, with the seriousness of a child announcing a great truth. Lily's lips trembled. "I guess I do," she whispered. Emma nodded firmly. "And I need a mommy." Lily blinked, unsure if she had heard right. "What? You can come with me," Emma said, her face glowing with innocent certainty. "You can be my mommy. I think you'd be a good one." Lily's heart stopped for a moment. She looked around, half expecting someone to appear and laugh at the absurdity of it. But Emma wasn't joking. Her eyes were wide, honest, and full of hope. Before Lily could respond, a woman's voice called from across the street. "Emma, don't run off like that." A woman in her 30s, dressed in a neat coat, hurried over. Her expression softened when she saw Lily sitting there, though she clearly took in the signs: dirty gloves, tired eyes, the weariness of the streets. "I'm so sorry," the woman said gently, placing a hand on Emma's shoulder. "She talks to everyone." Emma looked up at her mother. "Mommy, she needs a home," she said earnestly. "And I need another mommy." The woman froze, her eyes meeting Lily's. For a long moment, they just stared at each other. Then, to Lily's surprise, the woman smiled. "What's your name?" she asked softly. "Lily," she replied. "Well, Lily," the woman said, "I'm Grace. And this little one seems to think the world of you already." Grace reached into her purse and pulled out a paper bag. "We were just on our way to drop off some sandwiches at the shelter. Would you like one?" Lily hesitated but finally nodded. When she bit into the sandwich, tears filled her eyes again. It wasn't just food, it was kindness, something she hadn't tasted in months. Grace sat down beside her, watching quietly as the crowd moved around them. "It's hard out here, isn't it?" she said. Lily nodded, unable to speak. Grace sighed. "I work at the community center a few blocks away. We have a women's program, somewhere warm, safe. Showers, food, even job help. You could come by." Lily wanted to say yes, but shame held her back. "I don't want to be a burden," she whispered. Grace shook her head. "You wouldn't be. Everyone needs someone at some point." Then Emma piped up again, smiling brightly. See, Mommy, she can come with us." That night, for the first time in months, Lily slept indoors. Grace had insisted she come to the shelter that evening. The staff welcomed her kindly, and Emma refused to leave her side until Lily promised to see her again. Over the next few days, Lily started visiting the community center regularly. Grace helped her get clean clothes, a haircut, and eventually, a part-time job helping in the kitchen. Every morning, Emma would run to her with open arms, proudly showing her drawings or telling her about school. Slowly, Lily began to feel something she hadn't in years: belonging. The walls she had built around her heart started to crumble, replaced by laughter, warmth, and the sound of a child calling her name. Grace saw the change too. One evening, as they sat together folding laundry, Grace said quietly, "You know, when Emma's father passed away 2 years ago, I thought I'd never feel whole again. But that little girl, she sees light where most people see darkness. I think she saw yours too." Lily looked down, her eyes glistening. "She saved me," she whispered. Grace smiled softly. "Maybe you saved her too." Months passed. Winter melted into spring, and Lily's life slowly pieced itself back together. She got a full-time position at the center, helping other women who had lost their way. Her laughter returned, her hope grew stronger, and her bond with Grace and Emma deepened until they felt like family. One sunny afternoon, Emma came running into the kitchen, waving a drawing she'd made at school. It showed 3 figures holding hands under a bright blue sky: a little girl, a woman with blonde hair, and another with brown. Above them, in crooked letters, it read, "My family." Grace looked at it and smiled, her eyes misty. "She's been drawing that for weeks," she said softly. Lily stared at the picture, her heart full. "She really thinks of me that way." "Of course," Grace said. "You're part of us now." Tears filled Lily's eyes as Emma wrapped her arms around both women, squeezing tight. "See," she said proudly, "I told you, you needed a home, and I needed a mommy." That night, Lily sat by the window of her small apartment, the one Grace had helped her find through the housing program. The city lights twinkled below, and for the first time in a long time, she felt peace. She thought of that morning at the bus stop, of how a child's simple kindness had turned her world upside down. She had gone from invisible to seen, from broken to whole, because a little girl refused to walk past her. The next day, she visited the shelter again, not as someone seeking help, but as someone offering it. She spoke to a group of women sitting in a circle, their eyes tired and full of pain. "I know what it feels like," she told them. "To lose everything, to think no one cares. But sometimes, help comes from the most unexpected places. Sometimes, one small act of kindness can change everything." Her voice trembled as she spoke, but every word came from her heart. The women listened quietly, and one by one, they began to smile. Years later, on another winter morning, Lily stood at the same bus stop, this time wearing a warm coat and holding Emma's hand. They were waiting for Grace, who had gone to pick up hot cocoa for them. Emma, now a teenager, smiled at her. "You remember this place?" she asked. Lily laughed softly. "I'll never forget it. It's where I met you," Emma said proudly. "The day I found my mommy." Lily squeezed her hand, tears glimmering in her eyes. "No," she whispered, "it's the day you found me." When Grace returned, they all stood together in the falling snow, 3 souls who had found each other in the unlikeliest way. The world moved around them, busy, loud, uncaring, but inside that moment, there was warmth, love, and a quiet understanding that family isn't always born from blood. Sometimes it's born from kindness. Sometimes it begins with just a few simple words from a child who sees what adults cannot. And for Lily, those words, "You need a home, and I need a mommy," had become the beginning of everything beautiful.